can I just say that Mozilla right now, better yet, Mozilla over I don't even know how many years, has been just such a weird company. Under the tenure of Mitchell Baker, people were really not happy with Mozilla, and it seemed like they were spending money on every possible thing except for the thing they were known for, the web browser. And this makes sense. Mozilla is a Google sub-brand. Mozilla doesn't exist without being paid by Google for the search deal, and they wanted to make it so the organization can actually function independently again. And now, under Laura Chambers, Mozilla doesn't stop being weird, but they do seem a lot more focused. It's just, a lot of people don't really get why this is the focus. Now there is a very big push for AI, which in the tech space is not a unique push in the slightest. If there is a possibility you can put AI into something, it is going to happen, even in places where it really shouldn't be done.
Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get started for you today?
Can I get 18,000 water cups, please?
Okay. What can I get for you?
Now, you may recall the Orbit extension from Mozilla, which is a questionably useful AI summarizer, which is basically a glorified fuzzy finder because it doesn't go and do any searching on the web or anything like that. It just takes the content of the page and then tries to do things with that data. So it's not really any easier than just reading the page. And you'll probably get better information by just reading anyway. I did a video on this tool, and I frankly don't really see a purpose in it existing. If you want to go and use an AI tool like that, just go and run like DeepSeek locally. Like, that's gonna be a much better tool anyway. Now, on the flip side to AI text generation, there is AI text detection. So, since you're Mozilla and you offer this, why don't you offer the other side as well and have Deep Fake Detector? Now, even though it's called Deep Fake Detector, it's not about deepfakes. It is specifically only about text. So, don't get confused. Also, you can probably already tell how a lot of people feel about this, even though there's not really that many reviews, because there's basically no users of the tool. Yeah, there's quite a few one-star reviews. Now, upon installation, you'll be shown this screen. Welcome to Deep Fake Detector by FakeSpot. Thank you for installing our extension. But the important part is this right here. Deep Fake Detector needs to collect the following data to detect AI patterns in text. Deep Fake Detector will send highlighted text to be analyzed when you request analysis by any method. If you choose to not allow us to send this data, we will not be able to analyze text. So, if you click Do Not Opt In, it will just uninstall the extension. There's actually not a choice here. So, if you want to use it, you do need to actually say yes, opt in. Which I guess if you want to frame it like that, it's kind of like opting into using the extension. I don't know. It feels like a really weird choice to have to make immediately upon installing an extension. It's like, hey, do you want to use it? Yes. That's why I clicked the download button. Right? Like, I'm already opting into using it, but I guess they just want to make it extra clear what you're actually doing. With it installed, what you should go and do is make sure it is pinned to the bar to make it considerably easier to use. If you don't do that, you have to go and like click in here and click, yeah, don't do it. It's annoying. Just go and pin it. Now, with the extension installed, there are two tabs available. The Scan for Deepfakes tab, which is the one you can look at like 99.99% of the time, and then Settings, which you look at once, and then probably never come back again. So by default, all 4 of the models are enabled for use, and I don't really see a reason to ever go and disable them, because you generally want to have multiple opinions about whether the text is or is not AI. And wow, would you look at that? The in-house model from Mozilla is rated the highest. What a convenient thing to have happen. That's so crazy. Also, there is this very, very simple help page, which is basically just how to use the extension. So you can highlight text and then go into the extension, or you can highlight text and press Control-Shift-, if that's what you want to do instead. Either way works the exact same. Now, as for the models, the first one is the in-house model, Apollo DFT. This is Mozilla's proprietary model, which is not a sentence I thought I would ever actually say. I don't know why it's proprietary. I'm sure you could ask them, but it is, and it's supposedly the best. Make of that what you will. The second model is called Zippy. This you can go find on GitHub. This is under an MIT license. The third one is UAR under the Apache 2.0 license, which I tried searching for, and it sends me to articles about the UAE developing AI models. So I guess I'll just take their word that it's under an Apache license, and the third one, or the fourth one I guess, is Binoculars under a BSD 3 clause license. So let's go and test it, and you know what? Since we're here, let's test it on the Binoculars README. So highlight this bit of text here, then go to the extension, click on Scan for Deepfake, and 3 of the models say human author, likely with UAR returning result of AI. It would have been very funny if Binocular said AI. Sadly, that is not the case. Let's see if I can get it to do something. Let's try another one here. Let's try this bit of text. Oh, this right here. This right here is the problem with AI detection tools. I wasn't even at the point where I wanted to talk about that yet, but hey, you know what? It works just as well. Let's do another one. Looking at a tech news site I read quite frequently, Guru 3D. Let's highlight this bit of text here, and we can also do Control-Shift-, and this gives you a model conflict. So 2 of them say human, 2 of them say AI. Now, Binoculars does have a warning about this. The text that it came up as AI generated is the text that is the warning. All AI generated text detectors aim for accuracy, but none are perfect and can have multiple failure modes. E.g., Binoculars is more proficient in detecting English language text compared to other languages. This implementation is for academic purposes only and should not be considered a consumer product. We also strongly caution against Binoculars or any detector without human supervision. This is good. This is great. The problem is they do get used as if they are the be-all, end-all of text detection. I'm sure you've all seen cases like this. Falsely accused of AI-written essay. What should I do? There are plenty of cases of students actually cheating using AI. At the same time, there are plenty of cases of people who don't maintain a changelog, who get accused of using AI, who didn't use it whatsoever because there are stupid teachers. I've had them even before AI detection was a thing, and it was like plagiarism detection. Stupid teachers who actually trust these tools and think they are telling you something that actually is real. And then there are cases like this, where someone put it to a test themselves. They took their completely human written essay, put it into an AI detector, 58% likely. This text is likely a mix of human and AI text. There is a 58% probability this text was entirely written by AI. Even worse than this is what you see a lot in art communities, where people just accuse each other of using AI images, and it's basically just a vibe check. It's, whoa, I feel like this is AI. This looks like AI. Oh, those fingers look a little bit weird. People wouldn't draw fingers like that. It's not like there are artists who aren't like perfect artists. No, no, no. It's gotta be AI. And almost every time, the people who are using AI either say they're using AI, or like everybody knows they're using AI. The other cases where some random person just accuses them, it looks kind of like AI because their art isn't perfect, or 2, their style is very common, and that style was used to train models. What needs to be completely understood is AI text generation and AI text detection is an arms race. And in an arms race, one side is gonna fall behind the other. Sometimes these tools get really good, and then some breakthroughs made, and they are completely useless. Certain topics are going to be more likely to be detected as AI or human text because there is more text that's been trained on, and the way that people are talking about that subject sounds more human or sounds more AI, depending on the result. And some of these tools are better than others, so it makes a lot of sense to provide multiple models because no single model is ever going to be completely right. That's just not gonna happen. No matter what they claim about it, no matter how good they say it might be, no tool is going to be perfect. Even then, AI text generation, AI image generation is only going to keep getting better and better and better and better, and being able to detect that something is AI, there will come a point where that is basically impossible without having some worldwide regulation that requires some cryptographic watermarking to be done in the image, because if that's not a thing, it's gonna look as good as what a human could produce, so you're not gonna know the difference. Now, can I just say thank you to Joey Snedden over at OMG Ubuntu for actually finding these extensions and knowing they exist. I don't know, I assume someone just sends him a link to them being a thing, because I have not seen a single other person actually talk about this tool. He has more of a positive opinion on it. I've seen how badly these tools can work, but either way, it's important to know that things like this exist and try it out, see what it's like, try it with known entities, and see what results you get. Personally, I don't think the tool is very useful because in the cases where it's obviously AI, it's obviously AI. In the cases where it's not, it's good enough where it's not a problem, so it's not really something worth thinking about, right? Like, if you see a really weird Amazon review that looks AI, it's probably AI, but having a tool tell you it's AI when you already know it's AI, like, what additional value does that add? I don't know, that's my thought at least, so let me know your thoughts down below. If you liked the video, go like the video. And if you really liked the video and you want to become one of these amazing people over here, check out the Patreon, subscribe, leave a link in the description down below. That's gonna be it for me, and this video is AI.
Like this.